Darci Lynne Farmer became a household name after her unforgettable performances on America's Got Talent, where she redefined what ventriloquism could look like on a modern stage. At just 12 years old, she stunned audiences by combining singing, comedy, and flawless puppet control in a way few had ever seen before. Her performances felt effortless, yet behind them was intense discipline, practice, and a personal journey that shaped her confidence over time. While many viewers saw only the polished stage presence and charming puppets, her rise to fame was built on years of overcoming fear, insecurity, and constant self-doubt. What made her stand out was not just technical skill but emotional connection, her ability to make audiences feel joy through characters she brought to life. This story explores how a shy child from Oklahoma transformed into a nationally recognized performer, the struggles she faced along the way, and how her unexpected talent turned into a career that changed her life forever. Childhood shyness and early struggles. Before fame, Darci's early life was marked by deep shyness and difficulty expressing herself in public. She often felt nervous speaking in front of others and would sometimes hide behind her mother in social situations. Even simple interactions could feel overwhelming, and performing in front of crowds seemed nearly impossible. Despite this, she had a natural love for singing and performing at home, where she felt safe and supported. Her parents noticed both her talent and her anxiety, and they encouraged her to take small steps toward building confidence. She participated in programs and activities designed to help young performers develop self-esteem, though the process was not easy. Bullying and self-doubt added emotional weight to her childhood experiences, making it harder for her to fully open up. However, these challenges also helped shape her resilience. Over time, she began to realize that performance might be a way to overcome her fear rather than something to avoid. This realization slowly became the foundation for her future career, discovering confidence through pageants and inspiration. A turning point in Darci's life came when she participated in youth pageant programs, such as the International Cinderella Scholarship Program. These events were not only about appearance or talent, but also about confidence building and personal growth. Competing against many other young contestants from different places helped her gradually step outside her comfort zone. Although she was still shy, she began to gain experience performing in front of judges and audiences. During one of these events, she witnessed a ventriloquist performance that would change her life. Seeing how a performer could use a puppet to communicate without the pressure of direct eye contact fascinated her. It felt like a creative solution to her stage fright. The idea stayed with her long after the event ended, planting the seed for what would become her signature talent. With encouragement from her family, she eventually received her first ventriloquist doll. This moment marked the beginning of a completely new direction in her life and set her on a path she never expected. First steps into ventriloquism and early success. Once Darci received her first puppet, she began practicing relentlessly at home. She spent hours in front of mirrors learning how to control her voice, sync lip movements, and develop distinct personalities for her characters. What started as a hobby quickly turned into a serious passion. Her determination paid off when she began entering local talent competitions, where she impressed judges with her unusual combination of singing and ventriloquism. She was not just making puppets talk, she was performing full musical routines with them. Early wins boosted her confidence and helped her believe that she could succeed on bigger stages. She also began working with mentors who recognized her potential and helped refine her technique. These early experiences taught her discipline, stage presence, and the importance of practice. Each performance built on the last, gradually transforming her from a shy beginner into a polished young entertainer. By the time she reached national attention, she already had a strong foundation of experience that set her apart from other contestants her age. The audition that changed everything. Darci's breakthrough moment came when she auditioned for America's Got Talent in 2017. At just 12 years old, she walked onto one of the world's biggest talent stages with her puppet and a dream. Her performance combined ventriloquism with a stunning vocal rendition of Summertime, instantly capturing the attention of both judges and audience members. The contrast between her small, shy appearance and her powerful, confident voice amazed everyone watching. Even notoriously critical judges were visibly impressed, and the audience gave her a standing ovation. One of the most defining moments of her audition was receiving the golden buzzer, which sent her directly to the live shows. This moment marked a major turning point in her life, instantly transforming her from a local performer into a national sensation. Overnight, her audition went viral, reaching millions of views online and spreading across social media platforms. What had started as a personal tool to overcome shyness had now become a world-recognized talent, rising through the live shows. After her audition success, Darci entered the live performance rounds of America's Got Talent, where the pressure increased significantly. Each round required her to deliver fresh, creative performances that could compete with a wide range of talented contestants. She introduced new puppet characters, each with unique personalities and comedic styles, which helped keep her performances exciting and unpredictable. One week she might perform a heartfelt song with her mouse character, and the next, she might deliver a comedic routine featuring a sassy new puppet personality. Her ability to balance humor and emotional depth made her stand out among competitors. Judges consistently praised her creativity and technical skill, noting how difficult it is to sing perfectly while also controlling puppets seamlessly. As the competition narrowed, Darci continued advancing, earning strong audience support and high votes. Each performance increased her popularity and strengthened her reputation as one of the strongest contestants of the season. She was no longer just a novelty act, she was a serious contender for the title, the finale, and a historic victory. As the competition reached its final stage, Darci faced some of the strongest performers of the season. The pressure was immense, but she remained focused on delivering her best performance. In the finale, she performed alongside her beloved puppets in a polished and emotional routine that showcased everything she had learned throughout the competition. Despite a small moment of nervousness at the beginning, she quickly recovered and delivered a powerful performance that impressed both judges and viewers. The final results were historic. Darci was announced as the winner of America's Got Talent Season 12, making her one of the youngest champions in the show's history. She also became the first ventriloquist to win the competition since Terry Fator, who had set the standard years earlier. Her victory was determined by record-breaking audience votes, showing just how deeply she had connected with viewers. The win not only changed her career but also solidified her place in entertainment history, life after fame, and public recognition. Following her win, Darci's life changed rapidly as she transitioned from a student performer to a national celebrity. She appeared on major television shows, interviews, and special events, where audiences were eager to learn more about her journey. Despite her growing fame, she initially tried to maintain a sense of normalcy by continuing her education and staying connected to her hometown life. However, balancing school and a rising career became increasingly challenging. Her performances, media appearances, and travel schedule made traditional schooling difficult to manage. At the same time, she was careful not to let fame completely change who she was. Friends, family, and classmates continued to treat her normally, which helped her stay grounded. She also used her platform to inspire other young performers, encouraging them to explore creativity and confidence through performance arts. Over time, she began to embrace her public role more fully, realizing that her journey could motivate others facing similar struggles, balancing education and a growing career. As her career expanded, Darci eventually transitioned to homeschooling to better manage her education alongside her professional responsibilities. This decision allowed her to continue learning while also attending tours, shows, and media events. Although she had achieved national fame, she remained committed to completing her studies and maintaining a balanced lifestyle. She often spoke about the importance of staying grounded and not losing touch with everyday life. Her ability to move between a normal teenage routine and a demanding performance schedule was not easy, but she adapted over time. This balance helped her avoid some of the pressures that often come with early fame. It also gave her the flexibility to continue improving her craft while still focusing on personal growth. Even as she traveled and performed across the country, she maintained strong connections with her family, who played a key role in supporting her decisions and helping her stay focused on long-term goals rather than short-term fame. Tours, collaborations, and expanding her talent. After her AGT victory, Darci embarked on a national tour that quickly expanded due to overwhelming demand. What began as a small series of performances grew into dozens of shows across multiple cities. Audiences of all ages came to see her live performances, many of them inspired by her journey and eager to experience ventriloquism in a modern, entertaining form. During her tours, she continued developing new puppet characters and refining her performance style. She also collaborated with established entertainers, including appearances alongside well-known ventriloquists and musical groups. These experiences helped her grow as an artist and exposed her to different performance styles and creative ideas. Her shows were not just entertainment, they were also motivational, especially for young fans who dreamed of learning ventriloquism themselves. Through meet and greet events, she encouraged children to pursue their passions and believe in their abilities. Her influence extended beyond television, becoming a live experience that inspired audiences across the country. Reflection on a journey that keeps evolving. Darci Lynne Farmer's story doesn't really feel like something that has a fixed ending, because her career began so early and continues to evolve as she grows up and explores new directions in entertainment. What stands out most is not just the America's Got Talent win or the viral performances, but the long chain of small steps that led there. Quiet practice sessions in front of a mirror, early competitions where she slowly learned to face audiences, and the emotional effort it took to move past intense shyness. Fame arrived suddenly, but the foundation was built over years of repetition, encouragement, and gradual confidence building. After her breakthrough, she had to adjust to a life that mixed normal teenage experiences with professional touring, media appearances, and public expectations. That balancing act shaped her differently than many child stars, because she stayed closely connected to her family and tried to preserve a sense of normal life even while performing on major stages. Looking at her journey as a whole, it becomes less about a single victory and more about steady growth, adaptation, and learning how to turn insecurity into a form of expression that could reach millions of people. A young performer with a lasting legacy. Darci Lynne Farmer's journey from a shy child to an America's Got Talent winner is a story of persistence, creativity, and transformation. What began as a personal struggle with confidence became a platform that inspired millions. Through ventriloquism, she found a voice that allowed her to express herself in ways she once thought impossible. Her success did not happen overnight. It was built on years of practice, emotional growth, and determination to overcome fear. Even after achieving fame, she continued to focus on improving her craft and exploring new opportunities in entertainment. Her story remains a reminder that talent can emerge from unexpected places, and that challenges in childhood can sometimes lead to powerful strengths later in life. As she continues her career, her influence as a performer and role model remains strong, especially for young audiences who see in her a reflection of their own potential. Her legacy is still unfolding, but her impact is already deeply felt.